Complete an overhand toss with the Lombardi Trophy. None of these Patrick Mahomes underhand throws that he always does. I've got to complete one overhand Lombardi Trophy toss on a boat parade. That would be a great way to get the new year started right on that type of rhythm. That's what I'm going to envision. Skip, what is your reaction to this?
Shannon shock. You know how much I love me some Tom Brady. And you're going to say I'm reading too much into this, but I was taken aback by it. I believe that Tom Brady was just asked a pretty simple question about New Year's resolutions.
Right.
And when he leaped to this, I want to throw an overhand Lombardi Trophy toss from boat to boat during a parade. It was so brazen, it was so audacious that it tells me that he knows something that I'm not sure of. He believes they're going to get pretty healthy for the playoff run. And if they do, when I look at this roster from top to bottom, if they're only missing Chris Godwin, period, end of story, because we know he's gone for the year, I believe that Brady believes they have an even better chance of winning it all this year, right here, right now. And he predicted, and you've criticized him for it, will be even better next year. Well, I think he believes they are better. And I got to tell you, if you look harder and harder at what they have, if they're all healthy, reasonably healthy, it is as loaded. This is the best team, and I don't even think it's even close. When you get healthy with Carlton Davis and Sean Murphy Bunting at corner, with Jamel Dean as the sort of the third corner, and then that secondary of the Antoine Winfield when he comes back, and Jordan Whitehead, who's just playing his tail off, and Mike Edwards, who came back obviously from his suspension, and then are those two inside backers pretty great?
Yeah.
And obviously Devin White and Levante David. Shaq Barrett, if he comes back strong and healthy, and JPP, and that Joe Tryon that they drafted, he's just wreaking havoc, man. He's starting to look like Randy Gregory to me. And Sue and Vita Vea, they're number one against the run. So what's not to like with Todd Bowles as their coordinator? I know you don't like it, but I love what's there.
But Skip, see, that's too many. You got to hope this guy comes back. That I can see if you like, okay, if such and such, but you got to get Leonard Fournette back. You got to get Shaq Barrett back.
He's supposed to be.
It's so many. You got to get Mike Evans healthy and up to speed. It's just so many things that it's different than last year because there was no ifs. The only if they continue to play like they're playing, there was nobody out of the lineup that they were hoping to get back. They weren't missing anybody.
They lost Antoine Winfield in the NFC Championship
game. But now you're going to be going into the game. Shaq Barrett is not coming back anytime this year. You hoping.
Well, not in the regular
season. But you're hoping with a sprained ACL and a sprained MCL, he can come back. And if he comes back, at what level is he going to be back? Because last year he was playing at an elite level.
He was.
He didn't have the type of regular season, but come postseason, he was like he was the year before, Skip, when he had those 19 sacks.
All right. Pro Football Focus ranks the offensive line as a pass-blocking line second in the league.
Yeah.
I think you would concur.
Yeah, no question.
Okay. What if Fournette does come back, and you got Rojo, and you got my little man Keyshawn Vaughn, who yesterday Bruce Arians said could be a lead dog. He's that good. He could be a number one back.
Right.
Is Gio going to come back? He's got a hip injury, but they say it's possible he's going to come back. Then let's look down the receiving corps. If all these guys are healthy, A.B. Gronk, Mike Evans, Cam Brate, O.J. Howard, Tyler Johnson, Scotty Miller, Bashard Perriman, Cyril Grayson. It's loaded, man. It's good enough without Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin was a possession receiver. He wasn't Devontae Adams who just takes games over.
But every big catch they needed last postseason, who made it? Chris Godwin. Every third down.
I don't know.
Chris
Gronk made a bunch.
Skip.
Tyler Johnson made one at
Tyler Johnson made the one in New Orleans. But if you go back and look at Washington, you go back and look at that championship game against Green Bay, it was Chris Godwin on that big third down to start the game. They ended up getting a first down, led him to a touchdown. He made big play after big play.
Mike Evans led him in catches, and he just is. Skip, he's 6'5".
Yeah, but Skip, I just think for whatever reason, Brady and Mike Evans really don't have the connection on the outside of the red zone that he has with a Chris Godwin, that he has with an AB, that he has with a Gronk. Now, I believe Gronk, they were asking an awful lot of Gronk. Skip, remember last year, they didn't lean on Gronk as heavily in the regular season as they did this year. So hopefully they haven't worn him down, and he still has some juice to give you come postseason, because he gave you a lot of juice in the postseason. We kind of saw him wear down towards the end of the year because they had a lot of guys in and out of the lineup. But look, at this juncture of Tom's career, Skip, this is all he plays for. Because he's going to break some record because he's been playing so long. He's going to be a completion record. It's going to be a touchdown record. It's going to be a record. But for him, it's all about Lombardies.
Well, I thought when he's asked his New Year's resolution, I got to spend more time with my wife.
No, he didn't say that.
Right?
No, he didn't say that. No.
Okay. Well, it's all about, I want to throw the trophy overhanded. And he was asked, well, how exactly would you put, because it's heavy.
Yeah, it's 7 pounds, 22 inches. They got sharp edges, got 3 prongs on the bottom.
And his answer was, how would you do it? He says, it depends how much avocado tequila I've had. Okay?
He throws that thing overhand, it's going to the bottom of whatever body of water they're on.
River.
It's going to the bottom.
Right.
If he throws that thing overhand.
Okay, well, I'm not betting against him on that either.
Skip, you know good what that man wasn't going to say his New Year's resolution is to spend more time at home. He's thinking in the back of his head, I got the rest of my life to spend at home. I don't got the rest of my life to play football.
Okay, but this is a pretty outrageous statement to just leap to, I want to throw it overhanded. Yeah. Well, that would presume you won it.
Yes,
okay.
you got to win 4 games again.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
so,
but Skip, you got to realize now, that man is supremely confident now. Okay. He's like, all I want to do is an opportunity to get in the tournament.
Do you think he would have said this his last year in New England?
Well, he's never said anything about this. No, that's not how they speak in New England, Skip. You know everything is cliche.
Okay, but I don't think he had nearly this much confidence the last couple of years.
No, he didn't have this level of talent. But here's the thing, Skip. Everything is. Remember how all the old guard jumped on Mac Jones when he said we didn't have no energy, we didn't have no fire, because it was so far of what they've been coached. We say this, we don't get outside of here, we don't get outside of there, we stay right now.
Didn't like a rookie speaking for the team.
Right.
Even a rookie quarterback.
So Tom is going to be all cliched up. That's what you get in New England. And as soon as they go elsewhere, they let their hair down. Okay. Tom is letting his hair down. This is who he is.
Okay, well, this is... You mostly would say this is completely out of bounds, right?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't think I wouldn't have said anything like that. But Skip, everybody knows what Tom is playing for. Tom is a big game hunter. Tom don't go pheasant hunting. He going to get some big trophy. He ain't trying to get no little bird. Get no quail hunting, dove hunting. No, that's fine and good. But no, Tom is a big game hunter.
He wants a lion?
He wants something about 22 inches tall, so it should be about here. Yep. Weighs about 7 pounds. And it's probably one of the most recognizable.
You think it only weighs 7?
I think it only weighs 7 pounds.
Well, then he can throw 7.
But Skip, you see the bottom? You see how, he threw it underhand, and Cameron Brady had to catch it. Imagine throwing the overhand with those prongs on the bottom.
I thought the catch was better than the throw.
Yes.
Because, man, to catch that thing hurtling through the air.
I mean, it's sharp on the sides, but it's those prongs on the bottom that you got to worry about. He throws that thing overhand. Either it's going to hit the deck, it's going to have a huge dent in it, like when a Gronk hit the baseball at Fenway Park with it, and it got a dent in it. He throws that thing overhand. It's either going in that body of water, or it's going to have a ginormous dent when it hit the bottom of that boat.
I got to say, even underhanded, two-handed, that might be the greatest throw of his career. Yeah. And it took a few tequilas to get him to the place to do it, right?
Skip, it's easier to throw like this than to throw 7 pounds.
You get your full body behind it, right?
Well, I don't know who's going to try and catch it overhand. But that thing will hit the water. And Gronk probably dive in there after it. That's what I bet. If it happens, Gronk's going in after it.
Well, I'm not going to bet against it happening again. I'm not going to bet against it.
This is the most difficult task, Skip, because I don't know, even if the guys come back, I don't know at what level they're going to be healthy.
Okay, well, you said yesterday, period, end of story, they are done for this year. They're not getting back.
I don't believe they get to the Super Bowl. I do not. No, I do not.
He's telling you we're coming for it.
Well, hold on, Skip. So what the Cowboys going to do in all this? You said the Cowboys going to be out here in SoFi. Now, 2 NFC teams can't be in SoFi. Now, something going on. Now, what's going on, Skip?
We'll see.
Yeah. You got to have to root. You got to root against the Cowboys.
Right now, I'm just rooting for Kirk Cousins. No, I love me some Kirk Cousins. Come on, Kirk.
You root against the Cowboys. Jerry, Dak, you hear that? Zeke. You root against the Cowboys. You said the man going to do it.
Well, I told you, if Brady's team gets healthy,